Hello friends, in the last lecture we have seen the structure of the mRNA, tRNA and the rRNA. Our next topic is the packaging of the DNA, the packaging of the genetic material. Okay? Because you know that the cell are the microscopic structures and within the cell there is a nucleus which is also smaller than the cells. So how could these DNA molecule, which is a very large molecule, macromolecule, is kept into this small sized nucleus. So today's topic, our topic is the packaging of the DNA. So nucleosome is important in the packaging of the DNA. So आपल्याला बघायचं आहे की न्यूक्लियोझोम म्हणजे काय. सो न्यूक्लियोझोम समजून घेण्या अगोदर आपल्याला बघायचं आहे की DNA in human genome is 2.2 meter. ठीक है. Now the what is genome? Genome means haploid set of chromosomes. Genome means haploid set of chromosomes. You know that in human being there is a diploid cells means which consist the 23 pairs. ठीक है. So that is 46 chromosomes. So haploid set means 23 chromosome is a haploid set, that is the genome. So the DNA in haploid set means in 23 chromosomes is 2.2 meter long. The length of the DNA is 2.2 meter long and it contains base pairs, that is 3 billion base pairs. In that 2.2 meter length it consists the 3 billion base pairs. So this is a very large molecule, that is 2.2 meter long, and the cells are very small, that is in micron meter. So how could this large molecule, that is 2.2 meter long DNA molecule, is kept inside the smaller sized nucleus? So that is the packaging of the DNA. So the scientist Wood Dog said that there are thickening in chromatin fibers. There are thickening in chromatin fibers. So that thickenings in chromatin fibers are called as nucleosomes. So Wood Dog said that there is thickening in the chromatin fibers. You know that there is a chromatin fibers inside the nucleus, and Wood Dog said that there is a thickening at certain places or certain time interval. That thickenings are called as these thickenings are called as nucleosome. Now these thickenings are called as nucleosome. So Wood Dog said that there are a thickening in the chromatin fibers. That thickenings are called as nucleosomes. Okay. So the term nucleosome was given by the scientist Audet. Okay. The term nucleosome was given by the scientist Audet. Now actually nucleosome is made up of two parts. That is histone octamer and DNA. Histone octamer and DNA. And these histone octamer and DNA will form the one nucleosome. Okay, one nucleosome. Histone octamer and DNA forms the nucleosomes. So now what is actually nucleosome is made up of, or histone protein made up of? The histone proteins, nucleosome consists of histone protein plus DNA, and histone proteins rich in the lysine and arginine amino acids. Then the histone proteins are positively charged. And DNA is negatively charged. Okay. So हिस्टोन प्रोटीन्स, देर आर 4 हिस्टोन प्रोटीन्स. ठीक है. किती हिस्टोन प्रोटीन्स है? 4 हिस्टोन प्रोटीन्स. These 4 histone proteins are H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. कौन कौन है? H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. These are the 4 histone proteins. But these 4 histone proteins are present in a pair. That's why multiply by 2 is equal to 8. So total histone proteins are 8. That's why we called it as a histone octamer. That's why we called it as a histone octamer, because total it contains the 8 proteins, but the type is 4, that is H2A, H2B, H3 and H4, but total number will become 8 because each type, that is H2A, H2B, H3 and H4 present in the pair form. Okay, means there are 2 H2A, H2B, 2 H3 and 2 H4, so it will become 8. So that's why it is called as histone octamer. Okay, these are the proteins which are rich in lysine and arginine amino acids. Now how would takes place the packaging of the DNA? See, there are proteins, that is the histone proteins. So this is H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. These are the histone proteins, 4 types of histone proteins, and we said that there are pairs. So behind this H2A there is another H2A. So this one is behind this H2B there is another H2B, and behind this H3 there is another H3, and same behind the H4 there is another protein, histone protein, that is H4. So it will become 8, H2A, H2A 2, H2B, H2B 2, 4, H3, H3 6, H4, H4 8. So it will become 8. So this structure is the histone octamer. This structure is the histone octamer. Now the DNA molecule, the chromatin fiber or DNA molecule is wrapped around these octamer, around these histone octamer, around these histone octamer. So in this way the DNA is wrapped around. This is the double stranded DNA. Okay, so that's why I am showing these 2 strands. So this the DNA is wrapped around this histone octamer. Okay, so the DNA, this DNA again have 2 parts. This DNA again have 2 parts. One is core DNA and another one is linker DNA. Okay, core DNA and linker DNA. Now which part is called as core DNA and which part is called as linker DNA? So the core DNA is the part which is actually wrapping the histone octamer. Okay, that is the core part, and the DNA or the portion which connects the 2 octamers or 2 histone octamers. But this is the one octamer. Then in front of it there is another. Then behind it there is another histone octamer. So it is wrapped. Again it is wrapped. Then it goes forward and then again it wraps. So the portion in between the 2 octamers is called as linker DNA. Linker DNA. Then there is a difference in between the number of base pairs. The core DNA has 146 base pairs, and linker DNA have 60 base pairs. ठीक है, so हा difference जो है तो हमारा तुम्हाला लक्षात ठेवायचा आहे, that is the core DNA have 146 base pair and linker DNA have 60 base pair. So total it will become 206 base pairs in the new DNA. ठीक है, in the nucleosome. So this is the one nucleosome. One nucleosome means histone octamer plus DNA. Okay. Now next DNA core. Okay. DNA core, the turn of the DNA core. DNA core takes the 1/3 ton or 1.75 ton. Now what is actually this? The 1/3 ton means, suppose this is the pen and I have a string and I am wrapping that string around this pen. So I have take complete one turn. So this is one turn, and again I am wrapping and stop here. So it is the half. So 1.5. And when I have come here, so it will become 1/3, that is 1.75 turn. Okay, and then it goes forward or it separates. Again here is another then here is another histone octamer. Again the DNA takes complete one turn and then 3/4 turn, and again it separates. So DNA core formed by 1/3 turn or 1.75 turn of the DNA. Okay, so this is the packaging of the DNA molecule. In this way, the DNA molecule is packed inside the small nucleus in the wrapping manner. Okay, that's why we appears the there are thickenings in the chromatin fibers. These thickenings are actually the nucleosomes. So in this way the structure of the nucleosome we have studied. Now topic our next topic is our next topic is experiment experiment to prove that DNA is the genetic material. So initially scientists doesn't know what is the genetic material. So scientists continuously trying to prove that what is the genetic material. So simply we can say that experiment to prove that DNA is the genetic material. So first experiment is performed by the Griffiths experiment. So that experiment is called as Griffiths experiment of transformation. So scientist F. Griffith in 1920 performed experiments of transformation. So for that purpose, the scientists used the bacteria, that is Streptococcus pneumoniae, which causes the pneumonia. Okay, Streptococcus pneumoniae, which causes the pneumonia, and used animal, that is mice, for the experiment. And the Griffith used Streptococcus pneumoniae in two forms, the two different strains, two different variety, that is the smooth and rough capsule. Means smooth and rough means the smooth Streptococcus pneumoniae means it is present with a capsule, and rough means it is present without the capsule. Okay, smooth means which is present with a capsule, and rough means without capsule. So three different types of strains, S1, S2, S3 of the smooth Streptococcus pneumoniae, and R1, R2, R3, three different varieties or strain of the rough Streptococcus pneumoniae. Now what is difference in between the smooth and rough Streptococcus pneumoniae? Basically is that smooth Streptococcus pneumoniae are virulent or pathogenic, means which causes the disease, that is the pneumonia, but where the rough Streptococcus pneumoniae are non-virulent, non-pathogenic, means not causes the diseases, that is the pneumonia, means these are strains does not cause the disease, so it does not lead to the death, but the smooth variety or S variety causes the disease, that's why it leads to the death of that animals. So for that purpose, scientists, that is F. Griffiths, used the S3 and R2 two strains, that is smooth capsule or smooth strain, that is S3, and R2 from the rough variety. Okay, S3 from the smooth variety and R2 from the rough variety. So what actually was done by the Griffith? So first of all, Griffith injected the R2 variety into the mice, and then observed what will happen. Then the Griffiths observed that the mice is survived, means mice does not develop a disease. Okay, because we know that the R2 variety is a non-virulent. R2 variety is a non-virulent. Okay, so that's why mice does not died. So in the next setup of experiment, Griffiths injected the S3 variety, okay, which is a smooth and which is a virulent or pathogenic or which has ability to cause a disease. So when the Griffith injected the S3 into the mice, he observed that the mice is died. Okay. Then in the next set of experiment, Griffiths he killed the S3. Means he killed the S3 variety. He killed the S3 variety by hitting. So that's why hit killed S3 is injected into the mice and observed that he got a result that the mice is survived. Okay, as the Griffith expected कि mice should be survive when I hit kill the when I injected or when he was injected the hit killed S3. Okay. Now what happened the R2 strain and hit killed S3 both are mixed by the Griffiths. Now Griffiths mixed the R2 variety which is live and heat killed S3 and combinedly injected into the mice. Then the Griffiths expected that mice should be survive. Mice should be survive because R2 is a non-virulent, it is not pathogenic, and the pathogenic is S3, but the pathogenic or virulent strain is killed. That's why mice should be survive. But he got another experiment from his expectation, another results from his expectation that the mice is died when he injected R2 live plus hit killed S3 variety. The mice is died. So, from this experiment, Griffith concluded that there is a something into the R2 live, which is transformed this, which is transformed this hit kill S3 or there is a something inside the S3 which is transformed to this R2 live into the live S3. ठीक आहे, म्हणजे सिंपल देर इज अ समथिंग इन टू द S3. ठीक आहे, काहीतरी S3 मध्ये आहे की ज्याने काय केलंय या R2ला कन्वर्ट केलेलं आहे लाईव्ह S3 मध्ये आणि त्यामुळेच तो माइस का झालेला डायड झालेला आहे. बट ग्रिफिथ क्लिअरली कॅन नॉट एक्सप्लेन द DNA ॲज अ जेनेटिक मटेरियल. ठीक आहे, सायंटिस्ट वॉज नॉट एबल टू कन्क्लूड दॅट द DNA इज द जेनेटिक मटेरियल. ठीक आहे, बट बेसिक आयडिया आली की देर इज अ समथिंग विच इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन. ठीक आहे, बट एक्झॅक्टली काय हे कोणाला तोपर्यंत कळालेलं नव्हतं एक्सपेरिमेंटने. सो मग त्यानंतर अजून एक एक्सपेरिमेंट परफॉर्म झाला आफ्टर 16 इयर्स. ठीक आहे, दॅट इज इन 1944. द थ्री सायंटिस्ट दॅट इज ॲव्हरी मॅक्लॉड अँड MC कार्टी, these three scientists performed the experiments. Now, what was the experiment of Avery, MacLeod and MC Carty? So, they performed same experiment as the like of Griffith's experiment. They take the Streptococcus pneumoniae, the S3 hit killed and R2 live and combinedly injected into the mice, and obviously the mice is died. Okay, mice is died. So after that these scientists observed the tissue of the mice and they found that the surprising information, that is the mice inside that died mice there is a live S3 type variety of the Streptococcus pneumoniae. This is a shocking result. They found that live S3 type of Streptococcus pneumoniae in that mice. So these scientists used another setup of experiment to find out what is responsible for that transformation. Means they said that there is a something inside these S3 which is the responsible for to transform this R2 which is live into the S3 live. बघा त्यांना काय झालं, S3 लाईव्ह टाईप जो आहे लाईव्ह S3 टाईप सापडले, ठीक आहे, डेड माईसमध्ये. पण ॲक्च्युली घेतलेले काय होते, हिट किल. मग हे S3 लाईव्ह कसे झाले? तर त्यांनी काय सांगितलं कन्क्लुजन सेम, की देर इज समथिंग इनसाइड दिस S3 which is responsible for transformation of this R2 live into the S3 live. ठीक आहे, म्हणजे काय झालं, R2 लाईव्ह कन्वर्ट झाला इंटू द S3. ठीक आहे, पण मग ते कशामुळे झालं ते एक्झॅक्टली पिन पॉईंट फाइंड आउट करायचं होतं. त्यासाठी त्यांनी अनदर एक्सपेरिमेंट यूज केलं, अनदर आयडिया यूज केली. सो दे युजेस द एन्झाइम्स in that mixture. So they first they added a proteases in that mixture means they again take the S3 hit kill and R2 live and added a proteases enzymes. So what proteases done? Proteases destroy the proteins. Okay, so they got a same result, means when they mixed S3 plus R2 live and added a proteases, they got same result, means mice died again. So they another enzyme is RNase. Okay, they have doubt there may be a RNA which can transform. So they took a RNase. So RNase destroy the RNA and they got again same result, means the mice is died. And lastly they took the DNA, means which destroy the DNA, and they got the surprising result. They got the not the same result, means the here when they added a DNA in this mixture, they got the another result, means the mice is survived. Mice is survived. It means it is clearly know that now the DNA is the genetic material, means the DNA is responsible for the transformation of this R2 into the S3. So that's why the experiment of Griffith is called as transformation. So this DNA molecule is responsible for the information from one organism to the another organism, and at that time the scientists clearly known that DNA is the genetic material after the experiment of Avery, MacLeod and MC Curtin. Okay, you have to remember that this point, that DNA is the genetic material or recognized as a genetic material after the experiment of Avery, MacLeod and MC Carthy. So this is the experiment to prove that DNA is the genetic material. So today I am stopping here. Then our next lecture is DNA replication, and another one is experiment. Okay, Hershey and Chase experiment performed in the experiment to prove that the DNA as the genetic material. Okay, so thank you.